Veterans News, a production of the United Veterans Organization of Nassau County. My name is Ed Allman. I'd like to thank Altice USA for providing the training for our crew and for the use of their studio facilities here in Hauppauge. The show is broadcast on public access television at a time we hope is convenient for you. You can also catch Veterans News on YouTube. Just go to Veterans News UVO. I don't understand YouTube. I hope you do, but if you do, you can catch the current show plus a lot of old shows. Okay, I want to say hello to our viewers in Suffolk County because Veterans News is now shown in Suffolk County. I'd like to thank Sabrina Lacey, the commander of the Suffolk County VFW, who is our new co-host. I'd like to thank our crew on camera 1, Jim Hessler, on camera 2, Loretta DeBrino. Our video director is Beverly Allman. Our director, no, I won't tell you who the director is yet. I'll tell you floor manager is Pat Golino, and our director is Bob Lane. By the way, if you'd like to ask me any questions or comments about the show, just email me, please, at veteransnewsuvo@gmail.com. Our guests today we have two guests, Lisa Ryan, who's the president of Nassau County's Blue Star Moms, and Cyndi Ventura, the national president of Blue Star Moms. We'll talk to our guests in a few minutes, but first let us remember some of the veterans who died recently. Artist Gershon Lieber was an American GI during World War II. Leonard Wexler, an Army veteran who served in an anti-tank unit and was a machine gunner, later became a federal judge in Suffolk County. Salvatore Silvestri of Melville served in the U.S. Army from 1954 to 56. Dr. Peter Marshallio, a surgeon, was drafted into the Army during World War II. Bernard Kelly of Bethpage was a proud veteran of the Korean War. Richard Lewis of Huntington was a Suffolk County Police Department patrolman and became an Army veteran. Frank Calista of Brentwood, a proud U.S. Air Force veteran and a member of the Coast Guard Auxiliary. And this is our one female, Ann Late to Me. Okay, that's Ann. She was of Massapequa. She was a World War II veteran of the U.S. Navy, serving in the Naval Intelligence. Herbert Crouchley, originally from Westbury, graduated from Westbury High School, then joined the Navy for World War II. Robert Petrucci of Levittown was a member of the Ghost Army, served in the U.S. Army during World War II. Michael Ryan, former Suffolk County Police Lieutenant and a Vietnam veteran. M. Kent Stillwagon of Huntington served in the Army from 1985 to 1993. He was a young man. William Allen of Port Washington, a proud veteran of World War II. William Donnellan of Massapequa served with the 306th Infantry Regiment, 77th Division. Frank Baraski was a proud Navy veteran who served on the USS Cabot from 1950 to 54. That's the end of our Veterans News for now. Now it's time for our guests. Hello.
Hello.
Lisa and
Cyndi.
Cyndi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Thank
to
you
meet
for having
you.
us.
Okay. Let's start with you, Cyndi. Can you tell me something about yourself and your son or your sons?
Okay. My name is Cyndi Ventura, and I am privileged to be the national president of Blue Star Mothers of America, Incorporated. I have two children that served in the United States military, Marines. I am the first president of Blue Star Mothers of America to ever hold the title of both Gold and Blue Star Mother. I lost my oldest boy while in the service of the country in 2011. He's my Gold Star.
Where did he die?
He died stateside in San Diego, California.
Okay.
And my younger son is now a veteran, and he's my Blue Star.
Okay. Lisa, how about you?
I became a Blue Star mother in 2008 when my son raised his right hand and joined the United States Army. And he's still actively serving the United States Army as a staff sergeant. And I'm president of the Nassau County chapter of Blue Star Mothers of America. And I'm honored to be a part of an organization such as this. It's been such a great support.
Right. Where's your son serving now?
He's currently en route to Fort Campbell, Kentucky from Fort Riley, Kansas, his new home base.
What does he do?
He is staff sergeant in explosive ordnance disposal.
Explosive ordnance disposal.
The guy in the suit?
That's the
Yeah,
guy
that's
in the
my son.
suit. Wow, his job must make you very nervous.
Yes, a lot. He's preparing for his third deployment. So,
Where has he been deployed?
Afghanistan, Syria, and this deployment I'm not allowed to discuss at this point.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's really that's filled with excitement. Or
Pride and fear all in the
Yeah.
same ball. It's very scary.
is your son married?
Yes, he is. He has a wife and 2 children. They're the ones who really have the harder time with this when he
Sure.
deploys. She's home taking care of the family, raising the family, and he's off doing what he loves.
Yeah.
He absolutely loves his job, and he's very proud of what he does.
Wow. Where is the home again?
Right now, it's en route to Fort Campbell, Kentucky. It's on trucks, waiting to. They're PCSing this week.
It's on trucks. I can see your son on truck.
Well, he's not. Their furniture, their belongings.
okay.
The Army showed up early last week and boxed up everything they owned and put it into moving trucks. And
Right.
they're sending it to their brand new home at Fort Campbell.
Wow.
And she's going to be there unloading everything, and he's going to head back up to Fort Riley to finish his time.
Fort Riley is in
Kansas.
Kansas. So his family just went to Kentucky,
Yes.
and he's going to.
He's going to go. He has to travel back up to Fort Riley to finish his service time at Fort Riley before he can before he can move to his new base and take on
Okay.
his new responsibilities.
How long will he be out of town?
He'll be up at Fort Riley until mid-month, until mid-June, and then he'll drive down with my grandson to Fort Campbell, and they'll be reunited as a family until he has to leave for his deployment.
Right.
Is he reservist or is he
He's active duty.
He's active duty.
Yes,
How long has he been active?
Since May 18th of 2010. So he's always been active. He's
8 years your
8
son
years.
has been in the
Yeah.
military.
Yeah.
With the Blue Star Moms, when did the Blue Star Moms first get started? And then how quickly have we expanded on in Suffolk County and Nassau County area?
Well, Blue Star Moms is 76 years old. So we started during World
many
War
years?
II. 76 years old.
76 years
Yes.
old. Blue Star Moms.
Yes, Blue Star Mothers
Okay.
of America. We were congressionally chartered. We're congressionally chartered 501c3, and we originated in the state of Michigan, but we have over 217 chapters throughout the United States. In Suffolk County, we have a chapter New York 6, and in Nassau County, we have New York 12. And New York 6 was established in 2009.
How long have you been around in Nassau County? How long have you been around?
December of 2014.
Okay.
And Suffolk 2009.
I was wondering why I didn't have a Blue Star mother when I was in the service.
Well, out of 6, which is the Suffolk County chapter, came 12, which is the Nassau County chapter, because we only had one on Long Island that spanned Suffolk, Nassau, and the 5 boroughs.
Okay, but you started 76 years ago.
76. The organization is 76 years old.
Wow.
Madam President, I met you in 2011, right?
She did.
That's when you had lost your son, and I had lost my mom. All right, and that's how we came together. I was saddened because I didn't get a chance when I was deployed. I didn't get back in stateside to say goodbye to my mom, so I was very depressed in terms of that. And I didn't have the support of people helping me while I was deployed. There wasn't no Blue Star Moms or anyone coming to my community to help my family. So my daughters were left there by themselves for about a week when my mom passed away because she was taking care of the kids. And then I met the VFW, and then I met Cyndi who is the national president of the Blue Star Moms of America. And she took a hold of me. She says, no, we have to get this done. We have to send these packages overseas. Do you remember that? Can you
Yes.
tell them the story, please?
I
Cyndi?
met Sabrina, and she had this great post, and we had these boxes that we wanted to get packed up and shipped over. She gave us her post, and we came in with truckloads of food and toothpaste and toothbrushes and anything you could think of, and we packed, I'm going to say it was like about 250 boxes that night that we sent to Afghanistan and overseas to our active duty.
How was that paid for? How did you
We fundraise.
you
Literally.
raised funds yourself?
We go out into the community and we ask patriotic Americans to
Uh-huh.
assist us with this mission.
How much does it cost to send one box?
One box is approximately $15 to $16
Dollars.
through the United States Postal Service. We have found another company that we can take off maybe $2, $3, sometimes $4. Boxes are a little bit bigger, and it's a little bit more complicated than just bringing the box to the post office, but it's worth the extra effort
Yeah.
to save the extra money to send out the additional box.
Where does the stuff go? Does it go to overseas or just the stateside?
It goes overseas
Really?
to military installations in Afghanistan, in Iraq, in Syria, Africa, Japan,
Everywhere.
Istanbul, wherever we have deployed personnel.
Do you get an address or the name from somebody?
I have organizations that I work with that will supply me with addresses.
Oh.
We don't share them for security reasons. We want to keep our children safe and keep their whereabouts unknown to others. So we get the information and we keep it amongst ourselves and we share.
Right.
People will come to me throughout the country, Blue Star chapters, asking me for addresses to send these boxes overseas. And this is part of our mission,
Very
to support
good.
our military.
Lisa, what are some of the feedback have you gotten back from the soldiers in reference to the
Yeah, feedback. I'd
Oh
like
my
to know
goodness,
what that-
we've gotten flags that were flown on fighter jets
Oh.
for bases that we supported. We've gotten letters, cards, pictures. My daughter received back from one of the companies that we had sent a bunch of boxes to. They had sent her, because she had written a personal letter in one of the boxes, and they wrote back to her and they sent her a cup from Afghanistan, a t-shirt from their unit, and we share this with our entire chapter. You know, we bring, anybody who gets a letter back always shares it. We go to schools, we speak to the schools, so we'll get letters from the different school children and we'll put those in with the boxes, and we'll get a call from a teacher. The kids got a letter, they got photos, so it makes the community part of what we're doing. And whenever we're out and we're doing a fundraiser, people always ask how they can help, and we always say to them, well, you can adopt one of the boxes. And we give them a card, and they fill the card out, and we put those cards in. And we always say to them, we can never tell you when or where it's going.
Yes.
And sometimes they'll put an email address in there, and they'll get a notice back, and we'll see them at a later fundraiser. But it's nice because the community gets involved and they feel they're doing something.
Uh-huh.
And it's one of the things that I learned over the years, being part of the chapter with Suffolk County, is that the community really wants to help. They just don't know how to help.
This is their opportunity by putting up a sign saying adopt a box, and we will incorporate your letter that you write within the box. They pay the shipping for us.
Very
So-
good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, Madam President, you have a national convention coming up. When you have your national conventions, is that moms from all over the United States?
Yes, last year we did our convention in New York City. It was absolutely amazing. We had the highest attendance in many, many years. We had over 240 members from throughout the United States in New York City. This year we will be doing it in Arlington, Virginia. And I'm anticipating the same type of response.
Yes. And how are those mothers feeling, some of them when they have their, and you too, Lisa, when you get the message that your son or daughter is going to a secret mission and you don't get to hear from them for 6 months or maybe longer? How are those mothers dealing with that kind of situation?
That's where we come in. we're sisters. There's nobody else out there that's going to understand exactly what you're going through when you're unable to know what your child is doing. And that's where the relationship comes in between the mothers. There's always somebody there who knows exactly every emotion, every feeling that you have. And we're only 1% of the population. And we walk around with such pride in our hearts for what our children do. And we have a responsibility to keep each other sane and healthy.
Yes.
You said there were 240 people from New York at the convention?
No, from all over the country.
Oh, the convention?
The convention is for all of our members throughout the country, and we do it in different areas of the country. I, being from New York, decided that I wanted to have it in my city, the city for where my children made that choice because of what happened on 9/11.
9/11.
It was important to me to bring these women from all over the country to my city.
Yeah.
And we went to the 9/11 memorial, and New York City just welcomed Blue Star Mothers of America.
Yeah. Where did you have the convention?
In the New Yorker.
The Hotel New Yorker?
Yes.
Oh, very good.
Yes, it was wonderful. And like I said, I had the biggest attendance in a very long time. And it was amazing to have people from all over the country.
Yeah.
Some have never been to New York, see it for the first time.
Sure.
I also recognize that not only you're a Blue Star mom, Madam President, but you're also a Gold Star mom. And our prayers to you and your family.
Thank you.
And thank you for the sacrifices that your family had made. I'm honored to be sitting here next to you, knowing that this has happened to you, and you also have the position as National President of the Blue Star Moms of America, which is a whole nother jargon of things that you have to do. How do your husband and your family deal with you when you've gone to, like, say, Oklahoma or somewhere, and you're not here? And you also have a son that's disabled that you take care of.
When Jerry passed away in 2011, my Blue Star sisters, if it wasn't for them, I never probably would have survived. These women came into my home, strangers, my sisters, mothers with children who were serving, and I'm their worst nightmare. And they stuck by me. And through that love and support, I gained strength. And it's almost as if a piece of my son is inside of me, and that's where my strength comes from. And then again, in 2013, when my younger son, also a Marine like his brother, was severely injured, again, they came to my rescue. And I just believe that we take our pain and we have to turn it into some form of strength, or it's going to consume us. I love what I do. I owe these women so very much. It has been my honor to serve them for the past 2 years. I love traveling. I have a wonderful, supportive husband.
Is he a Blue Star dad?
He is a Blue Star dad. He's part of the auxiliary. Through Blue Star Mothers is specifically the mothers of our active duty or our veterans. We do have auxiliaries, which include our Blue Star dads, as well as associate members, which are aunts, uncles, sisters. So it's inclusive of everybody.
What's your husband's name?
My husband's Bill Ventura.
Hi, Bill.
He's out there in the audience.
Yeah, out there in our audience. We have a big audience here.
Yes.
Now, if you have a viewer out there, a mom out there right now, and most of moms right now, because I'm a mom too, for my daughter served in the military, she got hurt as well. And I was saddened because I was home alone, and she was my partner. Now, what they don't realize that when you have a son or a daughter and they leave, you're losing another person. It seems like it's a husband or a best friend or whatever. You're not washing their clothes, you're not doing anything. So a lot of moms out there feel a little empty. What would you say to those moms today?
Come and be with us, because there's nobody out there that's going to understand exactly what you're feeling. And we have chapters everywhere. So if you're in Suffolk County, please come to New York 6. If you're in Nassau County, go to 12. We're here. And we're here for each other. We keep each other occupied.
Keep you
we
busy.
work our mission, a mission of support of our children and their brothers and sisters. and all those that served.
Okay, can we quote you on saying the best thing for a loss or being taken away, something taken away from you, is to keep busy and stay focused?
Yeah, stay busy, find something that makes your heart heal. I had my Blue Star Sisters. I also have my own organization, Angel Bikes, which I endowed to our wounded and injured in memory of the fallen. So you find something, focus that pain into something positive.
Yes, one thing I would like to say to both of you, thank you and for your support to our country twofold. As a mother of a soldier and as a Blue Star mom. And continue to do the work that you do. If there were a soldier out there that don't have a family support, what would you say to that soldier?
Reach out to us. Reach out to us. Let us know what's going on. Use the national website, find a chapter near you, and reach out to that president, and they will be more than happy to adopt them, because we've done that. I've had soldiers who've reached out to us, well, not only soldiers, but military who've reached out to us and said that they have nobody, and since the person who was on their base left, they're not getting any more goodies. So they reached out to us. You know, you helped us, you supported us, and we're now sending them packages, and they know they can call us for anything they need. And what it does is, I always ask them, "Where's your mom?" It's always the first question is, "Where's mom?" Because it's got to be a chapter wherever mom is.
Right.
And I'll get on the phone with that mom and go on the national website with her. And you know, if you can't find a chapter in your area, start one. It only takes 5 moms to start a chapter. Call the national organization. They will absolutely bend over backwards to help you start a chapter. And you just need 5 members to do it.
All the recruiting stations that we have here, those kids are not from this community. A lot of them are from overseas, from other states, where this is not home to them. So we adopt the recruiting stations.
I'm a little confused. How do you find other mothers?
Through advertising. I found Blue Star Mothers through my husband. He was reading the local penny saver.
I found Blue Star moms through the VFW.
Through the VFW.
And I found them through a fair. We were just wandering around.
I
So we
remember saw you at a fair.
we do fundraising. We go out to local fairs, festivals. Anytime someone's hosting an event, we try and be a part of it. And if it's not in our area, I'll reach out to the president of SIX and say, you know, maybe this is for you, you know, because we can't do it. We speak at churches, we speak at synagogues, we speak at schools. High school graduation time is a great time for us to go down and speak at the schools, because there are a lot of children that right after graduation will raise their right hand, and their parents are panicked.
Sure.
So we go down and speak.
I didn't think of that.
Yep,
Yes.
we implemented little programs within the graduations where those kids that are entering military service, we give them a cord, a red, white, and blue cord that they put around their neck, and their parents are given a service banner to hang in their windows once their children leave for boot camp.
Who is the Suffolk County? You're the president of Nassau County.
Yes, sir.
You're the national president of the organization Blue Star Moms. Is there a president of the Suffolk County?
Yes, I was president for 4 years, and then I went on to do administrative work within the national organization. Carol Ruane is now the president of New York 6.
Carol Wayne?
Ruane.
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 Okay. All right.
Now that Calverton was, Memorial Day was yesterday, there's a lot of families now are saddened because all the rituals are over now. And what would you say to those moms or daughters or people who are feeling sad now because it's day 1 after Memorial Day?
Well, for most people who are Gold Star parents, Memorial Day is every day. Memorial Day itself is the one day of the year that we as Gold Star parents get to share our children with the country. So the sadness will always be there. You just have to find something that promotes happiness within your heart.
Yeah.
And once again, I want to say thank you, and thank you, and thank you.
That's
And
our
God
honor.
bless both of you
Well,
and
thank
the
you.
Blue Star Moms of America.
Oh, we still have 5 minutes to go. I wonder if we have the phone numbers on these. Did my wife ask you for your phone numbers?
No.
Well, I
maybe-
gave her
No.
my business card, so I can.
Okay, you gave her the business card.
Maybe Cyndi could just give the information verbally.
Yes.
Yes, if you're interested in
If
joining
you're interested in
Blue
joining.
Star Mothers of America, please find us. We're on the web.
You can say your phone number.
www.bluestarmothers.org. And
Can you repeat that one more time?
it's www.bluestarmothers.org. And my
Good.
number is 631-813-6577.
Okay.
I'm the national president. And this is Lisa Ryan, who is the president of the Nassau County chapter.
Very good.
Okay.
I see we have that on the information on the screen.
You know,
Very
one of the
good.
things that happened this weekend is that we got to speak in front of middle schools and high schools during our ceremonies. And one of the honors I had was to speak to these young men and women. And one of the things I said to them is, you know, this was at Hicksville Middle School. And I said to them, you know, on 9/11, my son made a decision at the age of 13 that he wanted to do something to make a difference. And I put it out to them. Now, what is your choice? You know, what will you do with your future as you graduate high school, as you move on from the middle school to the high school? What choices will you make? You know, and some of these families came to this country, and these children have become citizens of this country. And one of the questions I was asked was, now that I'm a citizen, am I allowed to enlist?
Yeah.
And I said, yes, but you might want to talk with mom first. So
It's nice to see the younger generation at all of these events. It really is.
One of the things that I've seen also is with the women veterans that are coming through now. Now that we have more women joining in the special forces and getting out and doing things that are different, their time being away from their kids are a lot longer.
Yes.
All right. And when I've seen one of the women came up to me, who's a soldier, she said that she had to leave her 5-year-old daughter. All right. So I said to her, maybe you should let your mother contact the Blue Star Moms of America, because she's going to need that kind of support. So what would you say going forward in terms of the Blue Star Moms of America mission is going to have to increase in terms of dealing with more women and more children and so forth?
I currently have a board member whose child is, her female soldier is deployed, and she is the custodial parent for all 3 of her grandchildren. And now here she hasn't had young children in her home, but contact us. We're here to assist you.
we do the same. We have grandmothers who come in, they're the wives, they're now deployed, and their husbands, but they've come in. Their mother's in, and now grandma's joined our chapter because she technically is a Blue Star mom.
Oh, great.
And you know, we do what we can to help them.
Okay, Ed?
How about the crew getting on the camera? Come on. Loretta, come on up here, please.
Loretta's going.
Jim?
Come on, Loretta.
Anybody in the control room who's available, come on out.
Yes.
Bob Lane, Pat Guarino,
And Loretta,
Beverly.
You're a veteran, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yes,
She
okay.
was
What did
saying-
you serve?
Served in
Come on.
1977 to 1980. Fort McClellan, Alabama was where I had my basic.
Nope, you gotta get
AIT
behind me.
was in Fort Jackson, South Carolina, and permanent party was in Germany.
Well, thank
Wow.
you for your
That
service.
my
Thank you.
my son's boot camp was Fort Jackson.
How about your
that was
husband?
school
Bill,
training.
come on.
Bill's like, nope.
Loretta, you're not on the camera. Get behind.
Okay, I am. But
Come
You
here.
are?
She's
Yeah.
she's in.
Okay.
Right, next to Sabrina.
Yes.
Just,
Wait, this fell
any
off.
closing comments?
Yes.
Good.
Ed, thank you for
Thank
what
you.
you have done too as being a soldier. And no one ever say that.
Oh, that's right.
I'm honored to be hosting with you.
Oh.
And once again, Blue Star Moms, you could never do enough because as you do, you're always a mother and more.
Yes.
Thank you
Sure.
for all you do.
Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Right.
Bless
You know, they
America.
enlisted, we were drafted, so
Yes.
thank you.
That's it.
They enlisted, you would
We were
draft.
drafted this
drafted.
time.
Okay. All right.
All right, you would dress that right.
No, thank you.